Sea of Stars is a gripping game about the children of the solstice, two humans who have the ability to combine the forces of the sun and moon. They utilize eclipse magic to battle the Fleshmancer's horrific abominations. The game has an exciting turn-based fighting system that requires players to learn timed hits, combination attacks, boosting methods, and spell-breaking strategies. Players may traverse the large and immersive universe, discovering interesting personalities and story arcs. The game also provides a world for players to explore, with activities such as sailing, cooking, fishing, and lounging in comfortable taverns. Doom is slated to return with an unrivaled gaming experience that will push the limits of first-person shooters. Players will battle unstoppable beasts and tough barriers, while multiplayer mode provides an adrenaline-fueled experience for both friends and foes. Survival necessitates quick reactions, wise decision-making, and ingenuity. Players must scavenge for guns, ammo, and health packs while also thinking imaginatively about how to make use of their environment. The amazing graphics and immersive sound design of the game create an evocative experience. Cookie Cutter Overkill Edition is a chaotic, adrenaline-fueled Metroidvania that exudes style and personality, with gruesome, over-the-top action and a punk-inspired setting that feels refreshingly original. Combat is rapid, vicious, and immensely exciting, including fluid movement and a wide range of lethal strikes. The narrative is unexpectedly intriguing, combining dark humor and a rebellious edge. If you want a hardcore action platformer with a strong personality and tight gameplay, this one is a bloody fantastic time from start to end. Relive your favorite Crash moments with stunningly enhanced graphics. Experience the legendary Stormy Ascent level from the original Crash Bandicoot game, a previously unfinished and unpublished level that will test even the most ardent Crash fans. Future Tense is the first new level made for the original Trilogy's gameplay in over 20 years, with puzzles from the original level put in the futuristic environment from Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. Ascend a vast future building while avoiding missiles, destroying robots, and leaping lasers.
The only person on the planet hard enough to survive getting his head shot.
Wolfenstein II: The New Colossus delivers an intense, story-driven shooter experience packed with explosive action and emotional depth. The alternate history setting is both chilling and fascinating, with bold characters and a gripping narrative that doesn't shy away from heavy themes. Combat is brutal, fast-paced, and incredibly satisfying, offering a solid arsenal of weapons and tactical flexibility. The voice acting and cinematic cutscenes elevate the storytelling, making each moment feel impactful. It's a bold, bloody, and brilliantly crafted ride from start to finish. Arco is a tactical action game in which players control 4 heroes on a journey for vengeance against the Red Company gang. The game has a unique, simultaneous turn-based combat system which allows players to tactically prepare their next move. As they progress, players can gain access to transformational abilities, attract allies, and accumulate resources. Each adventure is seen through the viewpoint of a new character who possesses unique powers. The story is full with danger and action told from different perspectives. The game comes to life with gorgeous pixel art and an engaging soundtrack.
Accept your fate with no resistance.
Mato Anomalies is a turn-based RPG set in a neo-futuristic rendition of old Shanghai. Players take control of the twin heroes Du and Graham, who investigate anomalies and battle demonic abominations. They must work together with odd allies to unearth dark secrets and corrupt organizations. The game contains a band of foes, where the adversary becomes your buddy, and a unique battle technique is required to prevail. The game provides a hard and unique experience with shared health, a gear matrix, and a dual talent structure. In Dungeons 3 Nintendo Switch Edition, players must create an astonishing subterranean dungeon and gather a scary army of monsters such as orcs, succubi, and zombies. The game is accessible in both docked and portable modes. Under new leadership, players must steer the combined forces of evil, led by the malicious Empress Thalia, to triumphant victory. The game includes 20 difficult missions and about 20 hours of gameplay. Players may also enjoy a variety of skirmish settings, as well as a swarm of monsters and creatures with distinct skills. Thank Goodness You're Here is a comic adventure set in the quirky town of Barnsworth, where a traveling salesman comes early for an important appointment with the mayor. The game has an eye-catching graphic style that blends side-scrolling combat with top-down exploration in a busy open environment. Players are exposed to a variety of sophisticated and perplexing odd occupations, like mowing the yard, making a pie, and traveling through the astral dimension. The game also includes distinctive animation and an original tale based on traditional Yorkshire mythology. Tokyo Xanadu is an engaging action RPG that takes players on an exciting adventure through a modern Tokyo infused with supernatural elements. You follow the story of Ko Tokisaka, a high school student who becomes embroiled in a battle against mysterious monsters known as the Greeds. The game features fast-paced combat, allowing you to switch between characters with unique abilities, adding depth to battles. With its vibrant graphics, a compelling narrative, and an immersive soundtrack, Tokyo Xanadu successfully blends traditional RPG elements with hack-and-slash mechanics. Wytchwood is a crafting adventure game that immerses players in a world full of gothic fables and fairy tales. As the enigmatic old witch of the woods, players must gather magical materials, learn the craft of making sorcerous enchantments, and decide on a cast of people and monsters. The game features a storybook art style, allowing players to explore the depths of the expressive land. Players must acquire, harvest, produce, and construct unusual substances, such as poisonous toadstools and bottled fear. Wei Cheng is a strong guy who sets out on a mission to revenge the deaths of his loved ones. He studies martial skills, customizes his look and equipment, and immerses himself in the vivid world of medieval China. He fights a variety of foes, including bandits, mercenaries, and warlords, as well as dramatic boss confrontations. The plot is full of twists and turns, and he must make decisions that affect the ending. In co-op mode, he and his friends may defeat waves of enemies together. The ultimate objective is to overcome the hurdles and exact vengeance on his loved ones. The game has two modes, one in which players utilize a range of guns and melee weapons to overcome foes, and another in which players employ a unique kill mechanism to remove enemies. Both modes allow players to select from 3 different sorts of kills and protect themselves using different strategies. Players may experience Vasily's journey of betrayal and redemption in the story mode, while the arena mode lets them to hone their combat abilities by battling hordes of opponents. Players can pick Vasily's character type as a monk or soldier. Untitled Goose Game is a comedic stealth and sandbox game in which players play as a cheeky goose in a little community. The game takes place in a beautiful environment full of strange characters and surprises. They wander through backyards, explore shops, and disturb the tranquil village green. The game has a special honk button for maximum mayhem. There are 2 horrible geese in an exciting new 2-player cooperative mode. Players can team up as a pair of awful geese to double the honks, collaborate on pranks, and cause even more havoc on the unsuspecting townsfolk.
A lifelong passion.
Beasts of Maravilla Island is a 3D game in which players take on the role of a wildlife photographer and explore Maravilla Island's fascinating habitats. The game tries to restore humanity's faith in the mystical as the island's protecting enchantment deteriorates. Marina Montez, equipped with her grandfather's notebook and camera, must travel the island, solve puzzles, and interact with its unique flora and animals to find and photograph the amazing monsters. The game includes over 50 unique species, 3 separate natural zones, and countless opportunities to capture amazing images.
And bring back
Immortal.
It will just be the beginning of my journey.
Anime The Nameless Chronicles is a third-person action role-playing game set in Gaia and based on the anime Beyond Fantasy RPG tabletop book series. The game follows the Nameless, an eternal creature who must meet a phantom from his past in order to establish the meaning of life. The game has a unique action system known as the Hand of Thanatos, which allows players to improve their assaults and merge with death. Players may personalize their character's playstyle with unique talents and immerse themselves in a gripping plot with unforgettable characters. In 1970, a snowstorm strikes Atamipek Lake in northern Canada, generating a mystery blizzard. Players are immersed in the role of a detective, investigating the hamlet and encountering bizarre events. Kona, the first edition of a 4-game series, depicts W. Hamilton, a wealthy businessman who is targeted by vandals and needs the assistance of private investigator Carl Faubert. Faubert is immersed in a severe winter, and players must solve the cryptic events that have occurred in the region, revealing the mysteries of the barren terrain. The game offers players an exciting adventure. Heart&Slash is a 3D brawler roguelike that depicts the narrative of a compelling love romance between robots in a post-apocalyptic planet. Machines are the only survivors of human society in this apocalyptic scenario. Heart&Slash, on the other hand, is a difficult voyage. Each death results in a new randomly created level with a different set of weapons, equipment, foes, and hidden mysteries. This game provides a unique and challenging experience for players since it involves adaptation and inventiveness rather than mastery of a particular system. Sasha, a warrior with just one arm, sets out on a perilous mission to find her family. Players may solve difficult puzzles, discover hidden secrets, and battle terrifying beasts using touch-based swipe controls. As they progress, they gain new talents and unlock new skills through an RPG-style upgrading system. Sasha's dark fantasy universe's cryptic lore is explored, and players can uncover new powers and scale a skill tree reminiscent of RPG. Players may acquire new skills and explore the cryptic mysteries of their dark and exotic environment as they go. In this Metroidvanian voyage, players must traverse between fire, earth, air, and water while trapped inside a mystical crystal. They must utilize their distinct powers to overcome challenges, solve riddles, and discover the truth about their shared fate. The game transports players across landscapes formed by elemental unrest, including worlds of ice, magma, mud, and smoke. Much of the element's power is locked and distributed, and players must find runes to get access to new powers. At the end of each stage, enormous guardians await to preserve the 4 crystal keys required for the element's freedom. Discover new friends, travel across exciting realms, and rescue the missing pages from the evil sorcerer Jinx and his heinous family, the dreaded kitty litter. Enjoy a diverse range of gaming choices, including expansive 3D locations, narrative-driven stages, 2D platforming challenges, fascinating mini-games, difficult puzzles, and heart-pounding boss confrontations. Discover many riches to gather, hidden truths to reveal, a diverse cast of people to encounter, and a multitude of clothes to personalize your courageous hero. Flamekeeper is an epic journey for Ignis, a Cole on a quest to free Orbis from the clutches of evil. To restore the eternal flame, players must master fighting skills, improve powers, and traverse difficult regions. They must adapt to their opponent's strategies and deploy a variety of techniques and assaults. Players can also personalize their Ignis by gathering seeds, gaining runes, and unlocking passive powers. It is critical for effective exploration to balance energy depletion with well-being. This one-of-a-kind golfing experience has 3 narratives: a lone golfer returning to Earth, radio nostalgia from Mars, and a secret spectator viewing events from afar. The game uses a specially crafted music and radio nostalgia from Mars as a backdrop to provide updates on life on Mars. 3 unique modes are available: Story mode for casual gamers, challenge mode for those looking for a challenge, and iron mode for experienced players. The game has simple controls and a basic user interface. The Hong Kong Massacre is an action-packed game that transports players to the criminal underground, where they engage in fierce shootouts and explore intriguing settings. To deconstruct the criminal hierarchy, you must employ firepower, slow-motion powers, and nimble dive dodge techniques as a former investigator. To obtain the upper hand, you must remain watchful, adapt to your surroundings, and use the outside world. You have the ability to alter time and learn the skill of dodging gunfire while destroying enemies. Discover the excitement of old arcade boxing with a modern twist, complete with fascinating 2D hand-drawn graphics and thrilling thunder special strikes. As you continue, master the ever-changing arcade boxing environment and adapt to new combat tactics. Travel across interplanetary settings to put your boxing talents to the test, from neon-lit city streets to futuristic space stations. Ascend to the renowned title of Champion of the Universe by beating and claiming all opponents. Learn how to defeat brutal approaches and create your own distinct fighting style. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome!
In the face.